Hi. Hello. My name is...
Age before beauty.
Oh, very rooted. That's very true. My name is Luke H. Jacobs, and I am playing Lady Enid, as well as Nicodemus, as well as others, in The Mystery of Irma VEP. And Bryan.
I'm Bryan Banville. I am playing Lord Edgar and Jane and others in The Mystery of Irma VEP. Oh,
This is a
these
prop.
are props?
Are we using these?
This is a good preview.
This is an integral part of the plot.
And then this is probably like the climax.
Oh,
Of the
yeah.
plot.
That feels good to hear, doesn't
Does
it?
feel good.
And you too can hear that if you come see The Mystery of Irma VEP at the Diversionary Theater. This show is pure wackiness. I think that the beauty of this show, especially for our queer audiences, is it's a little too smart for its own good. And what is more queer than that? We always like to, I include myself in this, we like to sound smarter than we are. And some parts of this show are so smart they don't make sense. And I think there's nothing campier or queer than that, honestly.
No.
It's
There
got
is a
everything.
lot of camp.
There's a lot of camp.
There's a lot of camp.
Yeah. Genuinely, do come to see this show. You will laugh, and if you don't laugh because you don't like it, you will cry. And that's a night worth experiencing, I think. There's lots of laughter. There's lots of silliness. We've gotten very physically close, and I don't think we've ever been so physically close.
I would agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is wonderful.
Which is wonderful. Yes, lots of laughing, lots of looks. Those are
Knowing looks.
knowing
Yes.
looks.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of words being said.
So many
Lots
words
of
being said. Some of them in the correct order.
and some of them not. Split personalities.
Yes, lots of splitting personalities will go off stage and in the next second have to be a totally new person, which is exciting. Which makes me feel I'm hanging out with like people I don't like. Diva worship, crazy diva moments,
Yeah.
lots of hair. Brian's
Lots
got
of
hair.
I have lots of hair.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What else does it have, Brian?
There are a lot of funny moments in the show that I think in the run of the show will be very fun. Right now, they feel very
Chaotic.
maybe a little arduous because we're building a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Comedy is very scientific in weird ways because you have to get it right, otherwise you get no reaction, and it's like wah, wah. But there are some very, very funny moments in this show.
There are indeed. And it's going to be great to see how that first night of audience, how they react to it, and then shaping it from there, what changes there'll be in our preview performances. It's always fun to have that final ingredient of the audience to bounce off of, because it's not really a show until you have someone to perform it for.
And that'll be an element of this production too, is that audience is going to be a huge part of our show.
Yes, indeed.
And without them, the show is going okay. No.
Yeah, it's going really well without the audience.
It is, yeah. Character work, in my opinion, is one of the most fun things to do in theater. More fun than playing like an ingenue or anything like that. But in this play, we kind of sort of get to play ingenue and villain and all of these different tropes. So that's kind of fun to get to play all of those different characters.
It is odd to get to do so many different styles of character work in one go, and it is very fun. It's crazy, but it's very fun. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
There are a few scenes where some of the characters we're playing talk to each other, while the other characters are not on stage. So that's always fun.
Yeah.
And
There is one point where my character on stage is speaking to my other character off stage. So it's a bit of voice throwing. A skill I had no idea I had.
And he's still working on it.
It's true.
Yeah, do you like any of your characters you portray? Would you like be their friend?
I think I would like diva worship Lady Enid.
Yes.
Nicodemus I would probably stay away from because of the smell.
Great.
And 10 out of 10 would smash Lord Edgar. How about you? Would you smash Lady Enid?
Or Lord Edgar?
Yeah.
Sure. Cool. Lady Enid reminds me of those actresses that you're just fascinated by of what is going on in their head. So that's always an enjoyment for me to watch what's going on in Lady Enid's head. And Lord Edgar, I feel like I unfortunately relate a lot to. So I don't know if that's a good thing.
I see that.
Bad thing. Yeah.
I see that, and that's not a compliment.
Yeah. And I've always wanted to portray a serial killer, so
Here we are.
Won't ruin it for anyone.
Yeah.
That's been cool to explore.
It's very topical these days.
It's very topical. Yes. Yeah. The Lucky Charms killer.
Sorry?
Serial killer.
Oh my god! Very
Count Chocula is it the play?
very, very dumb.
Together?
We've been in the same
yes,
we've been in the same space working together, but we refuse to make eye contact or speak to each other. And unfortunately, and that make this a 2-person show with just us two in it makes that very hard.
Yes. As other things. Tolerable.
Taxing.
Oh.
All the T words.
Mm-hmm.
Troublesome.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. And at the end of the day, terrific.
Sorry.
We worked together quite a bit. There was I don't know. There was a stretch of like half a year, maybe 8 months, where we were in every show, at several theaters together, in a row. And that was very fun. And then it stopped. Because you stopped getting cast, isn't that right?
That is right.
That is right, yeah. Yeah. They're taking a real chance on you with this one.
They are.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. See if it pays off.
Our first show together was Ragtime.
Ragtime, yep.
Uh-huh.
You got the role that I was called up for. I remember that.
And I wasn't even called back for it, so go figure.
Sometimes it works like that.
I don't know, probably 5 productions.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good
like
guesstimate. My favorite part of this show, genuinely, is working with Bryan. We joke a lot. The directorial team, on the other hand, that's a different story.
Right.
Oh yeah, they're great. They're even better than working with Bryan. Truthfully, Bryan and I are good friends, and as long as he doesn't fart backstage, we'll be great.
So instead of in a fart, on stage.
There you go. On the record, I hate quick changes. Really, really hate them. And so here we go. Because there's nothing you can do. You can't plan for them. Something can go wrong, and there's nothing you can do. Thank goodness we will have the finest backstage staff to help us through it. Because if it was just up to me, I would come on with a boot on my head or the wrong wig on my foot, any number of things.
Right.
Yeah, that's guaranteed.
And I love quick changes. So here we go.
A quick change is like a change that's quick, and we in the text in the scripts we have there's action that's happened. 2 characters are on stage, and 1 character will go off stage, and the very next text that is said is by the character that just went off stage. So when we say quick change, we really mean it with this show. And So it's our job to sort of fill the time in that gap and make those changes as quick as we can.
Yeah, a stage manager I worked with once, I remember when I used to think that a fast quick change was like a minute long and would ask to run it. And this stage manager said, "You're not on the list to run the quick change." And I said, "Well, it's really fast. It's about a minute." And he goes, "But you have plenty of time." And that's when I realized that a real true quick change is about between like 15 and 30 seconds.
Which is
it's probably like
ridiculous.
actually how much time we will have to change. Oh, I love the...
He was just saying he loves quick changes so he could be...
That's not true. I love the efficiency of a quick change because it has to be perfect. There's this really great video of Kelly O'Hara's quick change from King and I, and they filmed it backstage, and it's just like a team of, I don't know, 5 or 6 people around her to make this probably 15-second change. We'll have 2 people around us sometimes, and maybe sometimes 1, or maybe sometimes just ourselves. So we'll see. But I like the challenge of figuring out exactly the right order to figure out what the change is.
And you just want to be in that Kelly O'Hara dress. I know that.
I do, yeah. And that's the dress you get to be in this play.
That's true. You're jealous. I'll give you that.
Thanks.
Audience, you better come. If you don't, ooh. Playing December 1st through December 24th.
At 4656 Park Boulevard.
Oh. Don't go there. Don't go there. I don't know where that came out of.
I think so. No. It will murder your sleep, too.
Absolutely. Yeah, sure. Leave the lines to me.
Leave the lines.
It's true. It's a big head.
I recognize that guy.